Good morning, ladies and gents. Welcome to another video brought to you by Total Control Traders. How's everyone doing on this lovely Friday morning? Woo, look at the market. Bulls showing up 6:30. Wow. Look at this. Let's look at this. Unison. Bulls, unison. 5 minute, 5 minute. There we go. Look at that. Volume coming in. Really love what I'm seeing here, guys. So let's discuss what we're looking at. Yesterday, we got a bear break from that inside bar. And what I'm seeing here is a bear break, no follow through. On the hourly, we did just break that trend line that we were looking at, as well as an immediate back test followed by bullish action right now. This is looking amazing. The 8-hour bull flag, essentially we lost the 8-hour 8 by ever so slightly, no follow through, and I'm looking at an 8-hour bull flag confirmation now. Very good potential for SPX market. Maybe not the market as overall, but SPX at least to go new all-time high today or early next week. Oh, look at Dow. This is 8-hour bull flag confirming for sure. No loss of 8-hour 8. This is amazing. 8-hour trend reversal coming up at 35,960. Tesla just turned green and is really moving now. Damn, that was one of the Lotto ideas for this morning. I was looking at right before this bull move here. We're looking at an open of sub 1,000 pre-market open. And that would have been a very nice Lotto idea. Support, just ever opening right under support, immediate buy up kind of a thing. Well, that's gone now. Ooh, Nas is still moving. Amazing. Okay, so let's get it. Let's find some tickers. One that I really like for today's Lotto idea, aside from, of course, SPY calls, is Amazon. Now look at this. Essentially, it's you can call this a daily bull flag, you can call it whatever you want, but I'm looking at this as a inside bar on Wednesday, and then yesterday was same as SPX bear break. We're a little bit late to it now though, because it's already gapping up 0.7%. That's not bad. Yeah, I would do either a Lotto or just a further dated, like a January or a February call just for a starter. But loss of 88, no follow through. I really like this ticker kind of for continuation. Short term, higher low, 4-hour higher low, that makes sense. Ooh, is that a 0.382? Nope, not even. 0.286? 236, sorry. Okay. Fib's not really working on this higher low. Apple decent gap up. Let's see what's there. Wow, Tesla really moving now. What? 1.51% gap up now? Wow. Keep it going. Keep it going. RBLX 1.08. Yeah, this could be a good auto area. Yeah, this could be a good Lotto area on the RBOX. Somewhat of a wedge. Breakdown, fake out, immediate buy up. Rejecting from upper trend line again. So that's 1, 2, more than 3 touches on the bottom. And more than 3 touches on the top. This could be a very good idea for Lotto play today, RBOX. Tesla play is no longer there. I mean, you could, but not as ideal anymore. Definitely like RBOX a lot more than Tesla. What else we got? Gap up. Ooh. A, B, and B gap up. Don't really like the setup as a Lotto play. Oh, Nvidia 2.5% gap up already. Damn, this is the other one I was looking at. Lucid. They're ruining the play now. So one thing to be aware is Lotto play call options. Generally, you want to see a gap down at the open for the most ideal setup. Now, because the market is running in the pre-market here, it ruins those best setups for Lotto plays. We wanted to see a gap down into this GP, lining up the support for that best Lotto play going into open and then just sort of rip from the open. Yeah, that's not happening. Sorry. All right. What's Rocket Lab doing? Okay, so it's bouncing from the support again. Daily bear flag does not look good for a bounce play. Ooh, Roku. Potential for inside bar today on Roku. Oh wait, wasn't there someone? Didn't one of you comment on yesterday's Roku play? Thick M4. Love the name. Thick M4. Hey, to answer your question, we are gapping up today. But, so, yesterday, ultimately what I was going to say is there's going to be a chance of gapping up. Based on how weak the market closed, the chances are a little bit more likely that it's going to be gapping down. But ultimately, on the daily chart, what I'll be looking for is more so an inside bar, kind of waiting for that daily 8 to catch up if we do catch up, or if we do gap up. So that's the case today. You know, we'll be looking at inside bar potential. The key to break for today will be, I'm going to say over here, 261. As long as that doesn't break, we're going to be looking at just sideways action for today. Roku, over the longer term, I like the setup. It's already got that daily trend reversal. We're going to need to see a higher low. Maybe we just go sideways, daily bull flag. If it's extra strong, then if we see a daily bull flag form from here, then that'll be an opportunity for continuation. Much better opportunity for continuation. SQ has that chance for reversal today. Not seeing much Lotto ideas over here. So close. If this was a touch yesterday, this would be a very good Lotto idea. On net. Tesla still running. Ooh, held GP. That actually looks pretty good. Yeah, net actually looks pretty good. Held GP, came back, held GP again. Even though we didn't touch the trend line. Pre-market's up 2.35%. Wow, look at this chart. Pandemic low $15 is already ran. Wow. Even as of right now, after this big pullback, is still 10 times with pandemic low. And it's looking good for continuation. Docu. How is Docu doing? It's okay. Minimal gap up. Good morning, Darren. 4 out of 8 rejection. Actually, yeah, Docu could be a very good Lotto today. It can be a very good Lotto. Oh, tell me that's GP. Tell me that's GP hold. Oh, okay. Yeah, Docu is a very good Lotto idea today. Not seeing a huge gap up like the rest of them. You know, it could be a slight red flag due to, from that. Because everything else is gapping up a little bit more decent. So slight red flag, but you know, this gives it more room to run after open. And we are holding that GP. As long as this GP hold, the Lotto idea is going to be there. Because today, if we were to break above to see an actual close over this resistance candle. Sorry, not a I guess it's a resistance. Resistance here, multiple rejections here. So yeah, if we were to see a close over 150, where is it? 155? Yeah, 155. There's a big potential for the gap fill, and on gap fill you're looking all the way up at 230-ish. Docu's gonna be on top watch today for Lottos. A lot of other things is already ran already. Hey, Docu's not on my watch list, so it's on my top chart, but it's not on my watch list. So it is on. Generally have 3 top watches, and it is one of them today. TSM. Still seeing a stall, hey? This is actually looking really good now for longer term investing. TSM didn't even touch a GP. This looks pretty darn good. So there's a breakout, fake out, hanging around the zone. You would have thought that it's ready to go. AMD is looking like it wants an ABC correction instead, so the sector might still be pulling back. How's QCOM? QCOM is a blue sky, right? Ooh, nice. Still in that weekly both, like would need another week or two for that weekly 8 to catch up. So give it another 2 weeks candle kind of thing, unless we break over the high of 188.77, double top 72, 77. If we break it into new all-time highs, there's a play there. If not, give it another 2 weeks for the bull flag to fully form out, for the chart to cool off. QCOM is going to be... Actually, what? I should probably switch AMD chart with QCOM. It's AMD in blue sky. Oop, not AMC. It was in blue sky. Okay. Market cap AMD is 166 billion. Market cap on QCOM is 204 billion. Somewhat of a long-term sideways action since November 2020. You could call it October. August to breakout is July, so 1 year of sideways action. Just doing a quick comparison to see which chart I ultimately like a little bit more. October, huge gap. Oh, I do not like this gap left behind. October, November, so 1 year sideways action as well. Blue sky breakout, easy stop. You know, even if you do common shares, easy stop will be right around here below 170. Yeah, I'm gonna keep MD up. I already have alerts set on QCOM on both of them. Hey Darren, didn't have time to do a morning message today, so I'm just gonna share on live here. So SPX, now the market, there's high potential now that we're not going to see a higher low. Last night was probably it for the higher low. And the reason why I say that is when we look at the chart here, 8 hours, sorry, I couldn't find the time frame there. 8 hour, you know, we're looking at it yesterday, inside bar, we saw a bear break towards the end of day, and then we saw a little bit of a follow through, losing that 8 hour 8. But there's no follow through. Ultimately, you look at this chart, there is no follow through. 8 hour is now confirming that bull flag, and we broke over the trend line. So to zoom in a little bit closer, this is what I was saying in the morning before you joined here. Already, remember this trend line that we were talking about? We needed to see a break. Yeah, this morning, huge bull came in. We broke, and then immediate back test, and then continuation. So the chances of, there's actually a chance for SPX SPY to see new all-time high today. Meaning, because the 8 hour 8 is caught up now, we are not looking at a higher low anymore. Yeah, let's take a look at NAS. Okay, NAS double top. Ooh, NAS, it looking like the higher low is in too. Of course, we're gonna need to break over 16,436 first for that confirmation of higher low being in, but it's looking like the higher low is in. What I don't like about where we're bouncing from on NAS and RUS, I mean, even SPX, that was the only one that's working out perfect. What I don't like about them is there's no confluence area. There's no reason why we're bouncing from here. But so that makes it, I always hate it when that happens, because that makes it a lot harder to play this. There's no confidence, you know, oh, that's the higher low. What we can be seeing here is temporary bounce, immediate sell-off on the market open. But we're going to need that confirmation breaking above, for Rust-wise, is 2280, 2281 for the confirmation. Now our game plan might have to change it a little bit. I mean, you could say that it's bouncing from this previous resistance over here. That does line up perfectly. But I think I'm going to change my game plan now on the add to a break confirmation above this 8 hour previous higher high. Yeah. If we break that, then we'll be adding. That was the only one that's actually confirming, so keep an eye on Dow charts. BA, as mentioned, I really like the chart for. Wait, did we talk about it yet? Anyways, no. BA is probably the docu BA. Yeah, BA is probably the number one aside from docu. I would actually put BA first for Lotto play today. Daily, holding that 88, huge gap up. It is trading under Dow 30, right? There it is. Yeah, I would have a lot more confidence trading BA versus what's the other one? Docu. I don't think Docu is on Dow. No, Docu is not on Dow. So BA and also Dow tickers are gonna be on top watch. Obviously, 8-hour bull flag already confirming. There's another 7 minutes. Yeah, it's already confirmed. I already call it confirmed. There's 7 minutes left. Who cares? Of course, you're gonna need to. Most ideal, you don't want to see that follow through candle on the next 8-hour candle. But based on this chart, I don't see any reason why it would pull back. It's gonna be a huge red flag if we pull back on the market open. Any other good charts out there? Maybe we'll go off of this. What's Han? We never looked at Honeywell. I think we looked at it once a long time ago. Honeywell International. Let's take a look. Flat open. Don't like the chart. Nope, not for Lotto play. Caterpillar. Ooh, been a long time since we looked at Caterpillar too. Almost a 1% gap up. Sideways action. Holding the GP. Where's this GP drawn from? Okay. Yeah, not really liking it either. Microsoft, how come? Yeah, it's been a long time since we looked at Microsoft. Yes, today it could be a trap. Also, next week is very eventful. So, if you're thinking of New Year's kind of option play, I would probably wait for after next week, and then go a little bit further out, just because there's so many things happening next week. It could present an extremely volatile market. What are we looking at? Microsoft 0.382 hold, little gap up, daily bear divergence, no follow through. Looking good so far on Microsoft. Nice strength. Let's drag this out, see if it still works. Still serving as resistance. Not really. So there's a support here. It's like in the middle of the chart. There's no man's land. No trading there. Friday OPEX. So, in regard, I just want to quickly touch on next week event. I think there's CPI numbers, OPEX. Did you say that already? CPI. Yeah, the CPI numbers next week as well as OPEX. But ultimately, as long as we're on the charts, SPX, if we break over 47.13, NAS break over. NAS is going to be one of the keys. If we break over 16.460 on NAS, I'm not going to care about what's going on. Likely not going to care about what's going on in the news world next week. I'm still going to stick with the plan, enter additions or whatever we're looking at. I mean, news will present volatility, but it might just be short-term volatility. Play with the charts, avoid the noises. Don't look at the news, right? We want to look at it for the shorter term, and unless there's like a huge impact, say they decide to escalate or raise interest rates right now, then that's a big impact. But as for any other news, I don't really see. Generally, we don't see huge reactions unless there's like big impact news. Let's take a look at CPI today. Is that what came out at 6:30? Is that why there's like huge bullish action? Okay, let's take a look at oh, so it is 6:30. That's why we saw that huge bullish action. 6:30 on the dot. Whew. Now we're seeing a 5-minute bull flag on, I believe it's across the market. Yeah, across the market right now. Rust is still the weakest so far. Dow, who is already trying to confirm. Wow. RBLX. So RBLX, what did I say? Yeah, I actually like it for a potential Lotto play, but as for Lotto, probably like a week. Give it a week's time kind of a thing. Because if you look at this, yeah, you can see my alert. My alert's set over here. Ultimately, it's a 4-hour hourly wedge kind of a thing. Yeah, with a breakdown, fake out, no follow through, and then, oh, I don't like this. There was a very nice inverse head and shoulders set up here, but we got shut down at that trend line again. So today, I'm looking for that confirmation follow through, breaking above the trend line. Market is participating, market is cooperating, so RBLX, show us your strength. Now there could be a Lotto play here. You could enter like, on the dip of the market open, and then if we break, yeah, there's a chance that we can break this upper trend line today. If we break the upper trend line, we can see a squeeze. So RBLX is one of the better Lotto plays. I didn't write it down, but I think ultimately BA is probably still my personal preference, just because it's a Dow name and Dow is showing extreme strength. AI 15% gap up. It's lost some ground since last night. Last night, the highest I saw was about 23% gap up. Oh yeah, it's lost huge ground. Still a decent gap up. They got a 500 million Department of Defense contract. Market cap is 3.25 billion, so it's right at about 1/6, just over 1/6 of the market the company size in contract. Now what I hate about this is I was looking at this chart yesterday. I actually removed the alert on this because I don't like the chart. It's new all-time low, trading in the all-time low area, and then news, huge gap up, straight into resistance. Yeah, not gonna actually. There might be a put play in here. Look for that gap fill. Yeah, there might be a put play here. But the thing I don't like about it is if you play put, this is a pretty big contract. Like I said, over 1/6 of the company size. Yeah, would not really risk it. 7% gap down. Ooh, UVXY, damn. Moderna, 13% gap down. Oh, all the way down here now. This is an interesting chart. Higher low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then this is a higher high, but now we're coming into that new low area, losing the GP. Today could be a good Lotto play for calls. Moderna. Big gap down. Ideally, what you wanted to see is a gap down a little bit further into that 224 support area. That would be the guarantee. Well, maybe not guarantee. 90% more accurate Lotto call play. 140 calls we have. I'm not too worried about it. I think it's January, right? We still got like month and a half, 21, 11 days. Yeah, month and a half on them. The plan is on the break of that upper trend line, we're going to add onto maybe end of the year and maybe the same time, just depending how long it's gonna take to break that upper trend line. So as long as we break this upper trend line, that's gonna be the confirmation play. It can go 2 weeks out from whenever it breaks, or just adding to our current positions for a little bit safer. Because remember, this is like Apple, right? So it's gonna, after this some time consolidation, if we're to see a break of this trend line, a trend change, we should see a little bit more dragged out running up. It's gonna take time, but it should continue to run. It is in blue skies. Cool down. Is that a weekly bull flag? Oh, that is a weekly bull flag. Yeah. So it's one sexy chart. Decreasing volume. Gonna need that volume to come in next week. Ideally, we break upper trend line today, and then see continuation next week on increasing volume, a popping volume, one or the other. What else we got? So far, I think the top two, I'll say top three. I can't remember what. Is net the longer? Yeah, net is a longer term investment. So let's do a quick recap. 30 minutes. Let's do a quick recap today. There's not a whole lot of nice Lotto plays out there, because we are seeing market CPI number affecting the market. Huge gap up in the decent gap up in the morning, and right now we're seeing a 5-minute bull flag. So by the time the market opens, this 5-minute bull flag will likely confirm already, meaning there's gonna be a potentially even bigger gap up. And if you're thinking of Lottos, what I would say is, see, damn, already back tested. This would have been an amazing spot for a SPY Lotto call play, but even so, you could still consider it, because I can't see this chart going into new all-time high today. Maybe not until next week, but Lotto is a Lotto, right? I like the idea of it. Ultimately, Dow is probably the better Lotto to play, in my opinion. Call-wise. The chart is starting to look very, very similar to back here now. Loss of the trend line. And then immediate buy up, continuation into new highs, loss of the trend line. So far, it's a very nice follow through. Definitely gonna be watching for new all-time high on Dow. Momentum potentially picking up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is leg 1 of the run so far. Let's see if we get the new all-time high on that leg 1 run. RBLX play does not negate. Let's actually. So far right now, I have my alert set at 113.90. Yeah, 113.90. Obviously, our entry on, what was it, Thursday? No, Wednesday. Wednesday was not most ideal, because I didn't see this upper trend line until after our entry, and seems to be happening quite a bit. Maybe it's not spending enough time on the charts or whatever, but I'm gonna need to identify these upper trend lines a lot more often than beforehand. Just more prep, I guess. Putting more time into doing your homework. So yeah, Wednesday. When I'm wrong, I'm never gonna avoid to admit it. Be upfront about it, right? Again, we're not in the market to be right all the time. We're looking to make money. Wednesday was not the most ideal entry, but you could look at and add on that 113.90, this support area touch kind of thing. Multiple supports. Support over. This is an earlier alert, so ultimately you can have it 113.21. That'll be the most ideal add in the low zone. But the way I like to play is I like to play into confirmation. Since we already have our foot in the door, I want to play into confirmation on the break of this upper trend line. Strong support down here. 110. I don't really know where I would stop out on this play yet. I really like the setup. Ideally, since we're in call options, probably going to stop out if we lose 113. Just going through my list quickly here to see if there's any other plays. Does not look too interesting. Whoa. Look at this, guys. Hexo, 13% gap up. Higher low, higher high. Oh, by the way, marijuana sector. Oh, that's 4 hour higher low, higher high. Marijuana sector, keep an eye on them. There is a lot of weekly bull divergence that has formed now. Weekly bull divergence over here. Let's just look at the ETF, so we can take a look at the sector as a whole, basically. So there's a bull divergence over here. Hexo is looking pretty good. MSO's weekly bull divergence. We're gonna need that follow through today into next week to confirm this. Ideally today. Yeah, of course, ideally today, because we're gonna want to see that RSI trending upwards a little bit. MSO, hummus, same idea. So keep an eye on marijuana. Target price on Tesla? No target price right now. I want to see a reaction. Ideally, I want to see a touch of that 88 today. No, it's a Lotto, so I might just let it ride till towards the end of the day. We are bouncing from that support. Let's see if we get range bound. You know, as of right now, I would say I want to say 1070, but the daily 8 is at 1050. So we'll call the short-term target 1050-ish. There is some resistance over there as well. Yeah, we'll call it 1050. Bull flag. I want to see relative strength on Tesla. Just because we're in the Lotto play, right? So 1050 for now. All right. So to do a quick recap. Yeah, we're gonna do a shorter video today. So to do a quick recap, market looking very nice. Bear break yesterday. No follow through into bull break, upper trend line already broken, immediate backtest already obtained. Let's look at this. Immediate backtest already obtained, follow through as well, and now we're seeing a 5-minute bull flag formation. The market is looking extremely bullish. Potential for new all-time high on the SPX today. Top plays I'm looking at for potential Lottos. First one is going to be BA holding that 88. Look at this amazing setup, holding that 88, and I'll be potentially looking at a first entry. I know we're looking at it from back here, and I decided not to until the breakup of this upper trend line. But with the strength of Dow right now going into the highest chance of going into new all-time high, I really like the setup. Maybe looking at a Lotto, you know, if we were to see follow through today, there's a potential for that breaking over this upper trend line today. We can't see a squeeze. So BA is going to be number one for Lotto play. And then next one is RBLX. Not TBLX, RBLX. RBLX, very similar idea. You know, we are seeing there's no bear break on RBLX when the market broke bear yesterday. So it is still relative strength. We did close under the 88, but we are seeing a gap up today. And there's a good chance that we could see a break because this is really short. This is only... Let's see, from yesterday's close, it's only a 5% move. If we're to break over this upper trend line, the short term already upper trend line, we can see a very nice squeeze into the 137 area. Is that possible? 17%? Yeah, I can see that happening. This would probably be more likely around this 130 area. That's still a 12% move. So RBLX is, I say, number 2 Lotto play. And last but not least is TalkQ. The reason why I like this is there is a very clear resistance area, very clear GP, very clear stop out area. So the stop out is yesterday's low, obviously, or you can put it a little bit lower at 147.38. Yeah, that makes sense. Stop over there, and what you want to see is a break over this resistance. Rejection over here, multiple rejections within here. If we were to break over that, we can see a very nice squeeze because we are going to be in that huge gap fill potential. The other way to play this is probably wait for the break above for that confirmed play, which is personally what I prefer. 50% gap. Whew. Docu. Have it up for a top watch. Alright, so that's it for today's video. Gonna keep it a little bit shorter. Hope you guys enjoy the content. Hey, if you know anyone who can benefit, who may benefit from the video we share, please consider sharing our channel with them. Very much appreciate you guys joining us today. I will see you guys in the next video.